Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RWF Rockfest. My name is Paps LaRue, here to call the action from ringside as always, and we are just 1 week away. 1 week from our next and biggest special event we have ever done here in the RWF called RWF Rock of Ages. That will be next Saturday at 7 p.m., just like we do each and every week here. We already know what our main event is going to be for that. That will be Puck and L. Scott Roberto Shaw for the RWF Championship. We also know that we'll have Bags defending his Rock Foundation Championship against Billy Doc Niles, thanks to him winning the Rock Foundation Championship tournament. We've got some other matches that we're working on as well, and one of them is going to involve a table turmoil match. We will have two teams of three, led by these men right here. It will be Bruce, the Money Man from Firefighters Credit Union, taking on Tbone from 95.7 The Rock. Will be leading their own teams of two. Well, teams of three. They will pick two partners apiece, and whoever can put one of their opponents through a table in that match will be the winner. Tonight, we will have the captains facing off in a table match. It will be Bruce the Money Man versus Tbone right here on RWF Rockfest. The reason these two men are in this match right now, and the reason they will be leading their own teams at RWF Rock of Ages in that table turmoil match is because of the events of last week. Last week here on RWF Rockfest, these two were part of a fatal four-way table match in which Tbone put Bruce the Money Man through a table and winning that match, and well, he wanted himself some more tables tonight, so we thought we would put these two as leaders of their own teams and have them face off in a table turmoil match. That will be again next week. Right now it's just these two one-on-one, mano-a-mano in a ring, two men, one table. Probably don't Google that. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us the way that you do here on RWF programming each and every week. You can catch us, of course, on Facebook, obviously on 957therock.com and the 957 The Rock app, our Twitch channel, and, of course, the Around River City app, which you can download on Apple TV and Roku devices. As Tbone with a nice clothesline here. A lot of back and forth at the beginning of this match. Not seeing any tables being brought into the mix so far. Remember, you've got to put your opponent through a table to win this match. That is something Tbone has proven that he can do already, thanks to last week's matches. But as I was saying, the Round River City app, you can catch it on Apple TV and Roku devices. Lots of stuff you can watch on there. We have podcasts up there as well. Ken Cooper does a great job with his show. We also have a lot of the concerts that we've done in the Sound Lounge. We've done a few concerts upstairs in the Sound Lounge as of late. We had Tug last week. We had the Caminos last night. You can watch those shows and more. You can also watch high school sports, with high school basketball being the big thing as of late, but that will continue on in the future, which, by the way, special thanks to Firefighters Credit Union for helping that out, and Bruce the Money Man helping us out a lot with that as well. And then, of course, you can watch us here at the RWF. That is the Around River City app on Apple TV and Roku devices. Still yet to see a table here in this tables match between Bruce the Money Man and Tbone. Tbone with a nice little combo there, a knee breaker, dragon screw, leg sweep combo. Tbone, a hell of a mat technician. He is he is known for his wrestling technique, and he has used that to his advantage, but he's also shown a bit of an extreme side as of late, again coming on top of a tables match last week here on RWF Rockfest. Let's see if he can double that up with a win here tonight. Don't have to worry about a count, as there are no countouts, no disqualifications here in a tables match or any tables match. Tbone finally going to bring the table into the mix. He's going to push it into the ring while Bruce the Money Man taking some time to showboat. Might have been doing that at the wrong time, as Tbone going to grab him and throw him into the turnbuckles. Big fist to the face, but Bruce kicks out of there with a big knee, and then a big knee to the back. Bruce the Money Man setting that, well, it looked like he was going to set that table up in the corner. It looks like he's changed his mind. He's going to set that table up right there, square in the middle of the ring. Looked like he was going to put that ring in the corner. That's actually how Tbone won. That did not break the table. It knocked the table over, but it did not break the table. That is something worth noting there. For a second there, I thought this match was going to be over. No, the legs just came out. The table did not break. You must put your opponent through the table for that to count. Of course, next week at RWF Rock of Ages, it's going to be 6 men in the ring with tables everywhere. You got to put your opponents through the tables to win. The Table Turmoil match. Next week is, Tbone's in trouble. Tbone leaning against that table. Bruce the Money Man going to pull him away. Is he going to put away Tbone here? And he does! Bruce the Money Man putting Tbone through a table a little bit. You got to believe he's feeling good after that match last week. It was Tbone putting Bruce through the table. And now Tbone getting a taste of his own medicine. That was actually the exact same move that Tbone used to put away Bruce the Money Man last week. Bruce uses the exact same move against him this week, as our referee comes in to congratulate Bruce the Money Man. Again, these two will have to choose 2 partners to join them next week at RWF Rock of Ages for that Table Turmoil match. It'll be 3-on-3 teams. Put your opponent through a table, win the match. That will again be next week at RWF Rock of Ages. Ladies and gentlemen, while we have a break in the action, I'd like to remind you that we are still giving away free pizza and beer from Saxon Hall in Brownsville and movie passes to go catch a flick over at Marcus Cinemas right here in La Crosse. A little bit of a date night for you and the honey. So if you need a chance to get the hell up out the house, hey, man, we could all use an opportunity to just get out of Dodge, go do something. And, hey, if that's pizza and beers in a movie, hey, that's certainly more than most of us have done over the course of the last year. So you can make that happen for free, man. Just get to 957therock.com or use the 957 The Rock app. And, of course, click Win Stuff. Do that. You could win yourself free pizza and beer from Saxon Hall in Brownsville. And, of course, movie passes to go catch a flick over at Marcus Cinemas with us at 95.7 The Rock. My name is Paps LaRue, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more match available for you tonight, and it's a tag team match. We're having a little fun with all 4 members of what will be our matches next week. We'll have the 2 title holders. That is Bags, the Rock Foundation champion, teaming up with L. Scott Roberto Shaw, the RWF heavyweight champion, and they will be taking on who they will be their opponents. Coming up at Rock of Ages, that will be next Saturday at 7 p.m. Puck will, of course, be taking on Bags for the Rock Foundation Championship. And then, of course, Puck will be taking on L. Scott Roberto Shaw for the RWF Championship, with Billy Doc Niles taking on Bags for the Rock Foundation Championship. Well, they're in tag team action tonight, so let's take it down to Drew Peacock, who is in the ring and about to ring the bell and get this tag team match underway. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a tag team match. Again, the 2 champions versus the 2 challengers. L. Scott Roberto Shaw in the ring right now with who will be his opponent on next Saturday, as a big-time float-over powerbomb. L. Scott Roberto Shaw showing his high flyer status. That was a hell of a maneuver, that slingshot powerbomb off the top rope there. That was amazing. Looks like they're fighting out over by the Wookiee announce table. I'd like to say hello to our friends over in Kashyyyk. Is L. Scott Roberto Shaw slamming Puck's head over the apron. The hardest part of the ring, as they like to say, as the referee's count hits 4. We got to get a count out and see this match end early. I'd hate to see that happen. As the referee's count hits 5, these 2 are still battling it out on the outside of the ring. Referee Drew Peacock at the count of 6. As Puck throws L. Scott Roberto Shaw back into the ring and follows him as well. Again, this is the 2 champions versus the 2 challengers. These 2 men that you see in the ring right now will be fighting for the RWF Championship, which as of right now is held by Shaw. Shaw has held that title very proudly ever since just this last October, where he won it at our special event, RWF Rocktoberfest. Where, interestingly enough, he took the title from his tag team partner this very evening. Bags was the title holder at the time, the RWF champion. Had to defend that title in the elimination beer tent, in which L. Scott Roberto Shaw ended up becoming victorious in. Bags did not go quietly in that match, though. He eliminated 4 superstars in that match. Looked like he was going to run the table and completely defend his RWF championship inside that elimination beer tent. L. Scott Roberto Shaw would not be denied, and he has held that title ever since. Since then, though, Bags here has been has had some success on his own, recently becoming the Rock Foundation champion, and he will take on the man that's putting a pounding to his ass right now, as Billy Doc Niles is all over the champion. Billy Doc Niles will challenge for the Rock Foundation championship held by Bags. Billy Doc Niles, of course, winning that Rock Foundation championship tournament that just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago. Had some big-time quality wins during that tournament as well. Billy Doc Niles, a former Rock Foundation championship in his own right, but taking a big boot to the head there as El Scott Roberto Shaw, a big kick to the head after some nice tag team action from both Bags and Shaw. These two working as a well-oiled machine right now. These two in the ring have a long, storied history as well. Billy Doc Niles has a couple of title defenses in his belt over El Scott Roberto Shaw. We had a cover one, first cover of the match, in just a one count. Again, Billy Doc Niles and El Scott Roberto Shaw have been very familiar with one another. A couple of matches over the Rock Foundation Championship, which Billy Doc Niles was almost always on top of. Billy Doc Niles actually took his first title, the Rock Foundation Championship, from El Scott Roberto Shaw, and then became the longest reigning Rock Foundation champion. Still the most title defenses for the Rock Foundation Championship. Bags still yet to defend his title, but he will be defending it against Doc coming up next Saturday. Big slap across the face. A lot of back and forth between these two. Big time crucifix pin will get a cover one. Billy Doc Niles has been in this ring for a long time. He's got to get to the corner. He's got to get to Puck and tag his partner in. Don't want to see him on the ropes. Oh, it looked like Doc might have caught him there, but a nice tornado DDT coming off the springboard of the middle rope there. Shaw showing his top rope capabilities. He is a high flyer and probably pound for pound the fastest man here in the RWF. Not the strongest, though, as one hand is all it took for Billy Doc Niles to sweep him off of his feet, and not in the romantic way, because Valentine's Day was a long time ago. Cranking on the neck, the bigger man just dominating El Scott Roberto Shaw right now. Ooh, Shaw punching his way out of it. He's got to get to the corner as well. Both these two have been in the ring for a while. Hell of a maneuver from Shaw there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a taste of what you will be seeing next week. Next week at RWF Rock of Ages, it will be Shaw defending his RWF Championship against Puck. And then Bags defending his Rock Foundation Championship against Billy Doc Niles, who is, as of right now, all over Shaw. And he's pumped up for Mr. Fister. Mr. Fister has been hit. Bags is going to try to come in. He's running interference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, and he still gets the 3 count. That must have been one hell of a Mr. Fister from hell. Bags ran interference. That count could have gone to 20, and Shaw would have still not gotten up. But yeah, Bags came in there. It looks like he ran some major interference. There was some great tag team work from these two earlier on in the match. Shaw with some big-time high-flying maneuvers. But the end of this match would be Billy Doc Niles cranking in and putting on Mr. Fister. And then despite getting the distraction, Bags was distracting the referee. Despite that distraction, Billy Doc Niles still gets the cover. Is that how this is going to look? Are these two, the two challengers, will they be the ones holding the gold after next week? Puck and Billy Doc Niles with a successful tag team effort against both of their opponents next week at RWF Rock of Ages. Again, Billy Doc Niles will be challenging Bags for his Rock Foundation Championship. Puck, of course, will be challenging El Scott Roberto Shaw for the RWF Championship. And if things go the way that they go tonight, both belts could be changing hands. That will be next week, though. Again, next week, RWF Rock of Ages, our next and biggest special event we have ever done here in the RWF. But that is next week, and for tonight, hey, turn out the lights because the party's over. My name is Paps LaRue from RWF Rock Fist, signing off. Have yourselves a good rest of your evening.